Weeps and gamers, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's a new year, yeah. It's been a while since I posted my last video. We've been occupied with the holidays, with the Christmas, and now it's now New Year. But all that is behind us, and we thank God. So today we're going to be looking at a new video actually. Today we are going to be looking at top 10 adult themed animes out there for you to watch. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and give us a subscribe and make sure you give a thumbs up to the videos. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado. Coming off number 10, we have Kingdom of Ruin. Now, first of all, let me say this. If you can't stomach graphic content, please don't even go near this anime, because this anime has some pretty bloody scenes. When I say bloody, I mean more bloody than you ever seen. So please, if you can't stomach graphic content, please don't go there. So this anime tells us about witches, whom once blessed the human race. Then a new empire came into place called the Radiant Empire. They came into power with technology, and this technology was known as gear expansion. This brought about advances in science which surpasses the magic and helped the human race. And now the human race started hunting the witches because they saw the magic as threat to them. You know how humans are, typical humans are. After they get many advances in science, with this technology known as the gear expansion, they started hunting down the witches because they saw the magic the witches possess as threat to them. So they started hunting down the witches one by one. So our main character, who was of course an orphan, was taken by Chloe, who was one of the most powerful witch during the time, and who was killed by the Radiant Empire in the most graphical and brutal way you can think of. This fueled his rage, as the only person that took care of him, took him out of the streets, that cared for him in his entire life, was killed by the Radiant Empire. So he sought out revenge, and it gets pretty graphical from there on, and the storyline unfolds to the anime. So this anime is pretty good actually, because I enjoy it. It's a new anime, by the way. Check it out. There's only I think 12 episodes available by now, so you can check it out. It's great when it comes to the storyline, the plotting, everything is on point. If you don't mind the graphic content, and there's also a bit of nudity, you can also watch it. This anime is pretty great. Coming off number 9, we have World Ends Harem. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Just as the name suggests, it's the end of the world and it's a harem. So this storyline tells us about how the world came to an end as we know it. How the male population, that's about 99.99% of the total population of male in the planet, has been wiped out by the NKV virus. Yeah, that's the male killer virus. Yeah, real original name, by the way. Whoever thought of it, good job. Of course, only 5 men were left in an entire planet. Yeah, only 5 men were left in the entire planet, which is being populated by almost 8 billion women. I think you know where this is going, of which our main character is also among. For you degenerates out there, just be sure to watch it, because this is masterpiece of fan service, at its peak. How does our main character survive this? How is he immune to the virus and everything? The story unfolds bit by bit, so you'll quite enjoy this. There's also plotting, not like most animes out there without plotting. They just hit at it, no direction. So actually this is pretty good. It has good plotting, good storyline, good character placing and everything. Just keep in mind there is the censored and uncensored version for you degenerates out there. Yeah, so enjoy. You're welcome. Coming up number 8, we have Made in Abyss. Right off the bat, this anime might come off to you as Kodomomuke, but that's where you're actually wrong. The general story, tells us about this giant gaping hole found at the center of the village. This abyss harbors mythical creatures, relics, civilization that once lived there, their remains, and the storyline follows our main character, how they explore the abyss and how they will find their way to the bottom. This story unfolds on how they face hunger, hardships and many other dangers by these mythical creatures until they make their way down to the bottom. This anime is quite good, I enjoyed watching each episode. Just so you know, there are some bloody scenes in this anime, some weird scenes, right off the bat. This comes up as some kids Kodomomuke animation, but actually, so there's some gory scenes inside. So, but if you wouldn't mind that, this anime is pretty good and you can check that out. Now, coming up number 7, we have Grll and the Philosopher. This anime follows the adventure of our main character Peter, who is obviously a pervert and a sucker for boobs, you know. He's currently engaged with his girlfriend, but he can't seem to control himself in almost every way possible, because almost every entire female species that he come across or meets him wants to make babies with him, you know, as he's titled the most strongest man in the world. So how does he encounter his hardships of abstaining himself, having self-control for his girlfriend? Check out this anime if you haven't, but I know most of you degenerates have already watched this anime, but if you haven't, just check it out, because this is fan service at its peak. Yes, at its peak. This is one of the best anime you can find there with a lot of fan service. Now let's go to the next. Coming up number 6, we have Goblin Slayer. What do you think of when the term goblin comes to your mind? You know, some of you might think of this, or even this. Some of you might even think of they're like leprechauns. But in this anime, I beg to differ, because these creatures are the worst you can think of, because all they do is eat, multiply, destroy, and consume every livestock or human they can find. And they take every woman captive for breeding if they haven't killed or effed them yet. This anime takes place in a fantasy world where every creature of myth exists and cause trouble every chance they get for humans. Which brings in our main character, of course, who has made it his long lifetime mission, you know, to destroy goblins. If you don't mind some nudity and gory scenes in this anime, if you don't mind that, this anime is actually good, because I think this anime is perfect when it comes to this genre. This anime should stand out, because I enjoy watching each and every episode. You know, if you haven't watched this anime, I think this anime should be in your top must watch list of anime. You should definitely check out this anime, but this anime is one of the finest in its genre. Now, if you still are watching and haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, because clearly you enjoy content like this, and that's all I do. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can support me to keep making anime content or content like this. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. At number 5, we have High School DxD. Most of you have already watched this anime, but for you out there that haven't watched this anime, the story that follows our main character is Hyodo, who is too perverted for his own good and who got killed on his first date. He got killed by a fallen angel. Lucky for him, he is revived, but as a devil, and now he's caught up in the never-ending war between angels and demons. But this actually doesn't stop him from being perverted.
Got it! You need to keep your head in the game, sweetie.
Bro, I just saw your bra.
The anime contains extreme bloody scenes, nudity. Yes, I know this is one of the most reasons people are going to be watching this anime, but yeah, this anime is pretty good, and there's also plotting, and every character, you know, was actually good. Yeah, this anime has good storyline plotting, so you can also check this out. Now, at number 4, we have Elfen Light. Now, this anime tells us a story of mutated human beings, mostly women, who possess 2 sets of horns and also possesses powerful abilities, which one of them are telekinesis. They are also known as diclonios, some of which are in captivity held in labs by the government as they try to replicate them and have their power for themselves. But one diclonios in particular, Lucy, manages to escape. So this anime shows us how they escape the government. This anime comes up as an ecchi anime, but there are some scenes that are pretty gory. When I say gory, I don't mean your basic or standard gory scenes of normal anime you normally watch. This anime is too much. I don't think the most people can stomach this kind of gore, but if you think you can, just go watch it. There are also some nudity inside. They are not quite shy with that. This anime is an ecchi, so please just be warned that this anime contains some gory scenes which are extreme. Yeah. At number 3, we have the 100 girlfriends who really love me. Yeah, just like you, I'm surprised, because whoever was in charge of the name for this anime clearly didn't want to think about it too much. But this anime tells us about our main character, you know, how he finds it difficult to have a girlfriend, as he's rejected not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 10, not 20, but actually 100 times. Yeah, rejected 100 times. But lucky for him, there's a turnaround in his situation, because he actually meets a god who lets him know that there's actually 100 girlfriends for him to date. If he doesn't date them, they will lose their life. So how does he date 100 girlfriends at the same time? I'm just as curious as you are. So, well, actually, not as curious as you are because I've actually watched this anime, but this anime is pretty good, you know, as its fan service at its peak. There are some scenes that are questionable, and actually there's a peak of comedy inside. So please make sure you do check this anime because I find it pretty hilarious every time I watch this anime. But
という名のボッキリゲーム
コーチかかわいいかわいいかわいいかわいいかドクターも
ゲームはもう始まっている俺の目に何の恨みがあるんだ
coming up number 2, we have the Chainsaw Man. This anime follows the life and story of our main character who lives in poverty due to a huge debt left by his dead father. He mysteriously comes in contact with an evil devil, Chainsaw, for Cheetah, whom he actually helps, and they both eventually die by the hand of the Yakuza whom his father was indebted to. He then got revived by merging with his pet devil Pochita and become an official devil hunter. This anime contains some gory scenes. There are some pretty gory scenes in this anime. Violence, and it's not for those who can stomach the sight of blood. This anime is enjoyable, and the plot is also good because this anime is one of the best. It's one of the best. This anime is one of the best out there for you to watch. If you haven't watched this anime, please go check it out as this anime is highly recommended. Finally, coming off number 1, we have Gantz. This anime takes place in Tokyo, Japan. It follows the story of how people die and they get transported into apartments, by this big black ball known as Gantz. Gantz is going to give them a series of tasks for them to complete if they want to get the second chance at life. Some of these tasks include hunting down aliens. Keep in mind that there's a reason that this anime is at number 1. I know I said there are some gory anime previously, but this one takes the cake. It's quite extreme, so if you can't stomach that, please don't even bother watching it as there are other animes on the list. So, but if you think you can, please go check it out. This anime is quite good. There's also some good plotting and there's a bit of drama for you to watch, and there's some pretty mature content inside this one. So even though this anime was released a while back, keep in mind that this anime is quite different because it stands out when it comes to adult and mature content. But with that, we've come to the end of our list, and thank you for watching. If you want to see more content like this, actually, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you leave the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.